FOG Andrew here with Ryan, and who the hell is this? We got Chris in his first, I guess, official video. You've been in a game night.
I have, yeah.
But this is like your first, I guess, official...
I'm legitimate now.
What?
I'm legitimate.
Yeah, exactly. You've passed the test.
FOG Moose.
That'll be the... You know what?
FOG Moose? That's
FOG
pretty good.
Moose. I like
listen,
that.
all right,
I'm
listen.
down.
That was... Wow, we got that on camera. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, anyway. We got Chris. We got Ryan. We got me. And this is Bricks and Boards. So, essentially, this is the series where we talk about all things Lego board games. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, Lego board games, when the hell did they make those? Over 15 years ago, I would say. Back in 2010-ish, 2012, they came out with a bunch of Lego board games. And since with the new releases of the new Lego board games coming out, with Monkey Palace, and then the new one coming out, I forgot what it was called, but we're going to be talking about Minotaurus here. Now, Ryan, you know how to play Minotaurus, right?
I do.
Chris, you know how to play Minotaurus,
Of course.
right? Well, they don't know how to play Minotaurus, or they might, but we're going to tell you anyway. Let's take a look at how to play Minotaurus. In Lego Minotaurus, you are trying to get your dudes to the middle of the board. On your turn, you will roll the dice. If you roll one of the numbers, you get to move your dude that many spaces. If you roll the gray side, you get to move one of the wall pieces in order to block someone. If you roll the black side, you control the Minotaur. You get to move the Minotaur 8 spaces, and if he lands on a dude, that dude goes back to the start. The first person to get one of their dudes to the middle of the board wins. And that is how you play Lego Minotaurus. Alright, we're back. So, with all that being said, what do we think officially of Minotaurus as board game connoisseurs here?
We've said a lot unofficially, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, we okay. What are your... Would you like to go first?
Minotaurus is fun, competitive, and frustrating at the same time. Because, there are so many times where it's just, you're about to, you're approaching the objective, and, someone cuts you off with moving, the Lego bush. I think that it is just so simple, fun. I remember growing up playing this, in our grandmother's basement we played Minotaurus, I'm pretty sure.
Not right, by the way, because when I read through the rules to play it again, I was like, yeah, back in the day we played it this way. That's not how you do it. That's not how you did it. So.
Yeah, we just probably moved the thing around and 8 people.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that was about it.
Yeah, but you know what? It's crazy because this game is so fun, but I don't think there's a lot to say about the mechanics of it. I feel like it's simple. You roll a dice, you move, the number corresponds. If you get black, you can move the Minotaurus. If you hit gray, you can move the Lego pieces.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that, and it just kind of works. It's one of those things where it's you don't need to reinvent the wheel here. This is the wheel of Lego board games. So.
Right. Would you like to give your quick opinion?
Yeah, basically, like what Ryan said, it's very, very easy to learn, very easy to play.
Yeah.
I do like that you can control the Minotaurus, that you have some control over, the bad guy of the game.
Right.
But you also, it's not just strategy, it's also luck.
Yeah.
Because you could have a perfect strategy, and then somebody rolls the Minotaurus, or moves a wall, and then that kind of messes up everything you were planning to do.
I mean, it's pretty much only luck because you roll the dice. You could get the gray every time and only be able to move a wall and not yourself.
That's true.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I mean, and again, like you said, it is cool that you can move the
bad guy. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's definitely a cool thing. I will say too, all the Lego board games have this, right? In the rule book, so every rule book for the Lego board games is the exact same. The first page is how to set it up. The second page is how to play, and then the third page is the changes you could make. So for this, we you can this specifically says you can customize the maze basically. But one of the additional things you can do that it comes with an extra piece is put a green tile on the 3, and then when you roll that, you can actually hop over the hedges.
Right.
Which we did try. We did try that. But you can't like stand on the hedges. And then they have like extra things like you can have the Minotaur move like 12 spaces instead of I think 8. You can instead of having just needing one of your guys to get to the middle, you could have to play a game where it's harder, where you got to get all 3 to the middle. You know, so what do you guys think about that? I guess kind of additions to the game, like instead of just like do you think it adds a lot, or do you think it's just like like what do you
I
think?
think it adds a lot because it's not the same game every time.
Right.
So if you want to play, an easier game with maybe you're playing with kids, your kids or your
Right.
brothers and sisters, you can play the easier game. If you're playing with your friends, you can play the harder game.
Right.
So I think it does add more to the game. 'Cause
Right.
it's different every time.
Right. Yeah, I think it's. I wish. I'm gonna probably say this in every one of these videos. I wish that there was more to these games.
Right.
And I mean this. I think. We like you said, we played this all the time back in the day when it came out. It's like
We were enthralled.
yeah. It was fun. It was just crazy, And even now, like when it was the 3 of us and someone else playing, we're doing just a big 4-player game. It's pretty nuts, Like you get pretty stressful. I remember even my mom playing it, and she was like getting stressed out because like we would put the walls down, she would have to run around, and she was getting the Minotaur's right behind me, So
It can also ruin friendships.
that is true. Minotaurus ruining friendships since 2009. But yeah, so I mean, I enjoy it for what it is. I would be very curious if maybe we like, because it even says like in there like, oh yeah, like do whatever you want.
That's what I was gonna say. You can also, like you guys said, you played it wrong.
Right.
But is there a way to play it wrong?
Right.
'Cause, like you can just make up your own house rules.
Right.
It's not a game that you have to. I mean, obviously the basic rule of winning the game is the same.
Right.
But everything else is kind of fluid.
What we
Right.
should be doing is playing where one person plays as the Minotaurus, but he's really a misunderstood Minotaurus. So they're all hunting him, and he's running around the board trying to escape them.
I honestly, I would be 100% down to like
He's misunderstood.
like just like change it or like do a new game mode, like you said, like one person is the Minotaur chasing everyone else, so like the Minotaur basically goes every turn, you know what I
Right.
mean? Or maybe like when if I play as the Minotaur and you roll the dice and you get a 5, you're not moving one guy, you're moving all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because then be kind of, I guess, be a little harder for the Minotaur than to actually
Right.
pick off everybody, So I think that might be an interesting thing to try out. But I would definitely like to see more Lego board games in general. We've done a couple videos on like Monkey Palace and some of those other games. And they have a new one coming out that's like a party game. But this, comparing to like Monkey Palace, this is like the whole game is just Lego pieces. Monkey Palace has the cards, has a little player board, and stuff like that. This is just straight, just Lego pieces. Even the die is technically a Lego piece, you know what I mean? So, and I love this. I love this die so much. It's like it's bouncy, it's rubbery, So,
And you can see in some of the other games that we'll do that you can add and remove stuff from the die.
yes, exactly. So, and that's another cool thing. It like now you have a customizable die,
Right.
Like I said in this, like you could the 3 you could take that off and then put the green tile
Right.
on, and then now it's still a 3, but now it adds an extra effect. So, yeah, but I think that would be a kind of a cool idea to kind of change the game and try it with some new rules. Would you guys be interested to see that? Because maybe we can try that as a video on the channel. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much Minotaurus. And you guys got anything else to add?
He's misunderstood.
He is
That's all I gotta
misunderstood.
Just like everyone's like, oh, he's the big bad Minotaurus, but what about those scary looking red mofos right there? They're weird looking.
They're trying to like take over his home. He's just trying to.
This is his home.
This is his home.
I just like that, like the little meeples are chasing him around, and he's just like towering over the bushes, running in fear.
Yeah, It is kind of funny. I mean, they can see over the bushes too.
Yeah, but like let's get some perspective here.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
That's two of them.
Yeah. And this is the first introduction of, I believe these are called micro figures in Lego. So, you know, only I care about that, I guess.
What other micro figures are there besides the
are
ones in
there?
this set?
The ones in all the other
Micro
Lego
figure
board
sets.
games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think these have only been used in those pieces have only been used in the board games. I don't think they've ever used them in any other like type of sets or anything. Yeah.
Most notably, they have no hands.
That is true, but the Minotaur does.
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. I don't. This universe makes no sense.
Yeah, I know, it's wild.
It's like Pop Tropica, where they have like just circles as like their hands,
Imagine
no arms.
Yeah, and their heads bob up and down.
Yeah,
Remember that
yeah.
from Pop Tropica? I feel like you run around like I just imagine like the video game version of this, and they're just like running around falling because they have no equilibrium.
Oh God! All right. Well, anyway, any last words for not for your life, but for Minotaurus?
Well, thank you. Yeah, I was like, do you know something I don't? No, I think we covered everything.
All right. Well,
I have nothing more to say.
well,
be kind to the Minotaur.
Yes, he's misunderstood.
He's judged because he has appendages.
He's going through it.
Yeah.
He's going through it. He's got hands. He's
got hands.
He's an outcast. Look at that guy with hands over there.
I think the lore is that the little the dudes that you play as are trying to steal his hands.
You know what? I buy it.
Yeah, yeah. But all right, guys, that is it for this video. So everybody in the comments say welcome, Chris. Welcome, Chris. FOG. But we will be doing more videos on bricks and boards, the Lego board games that they put out back in the day, as well as the new ones coming out, because I'm definitely very excited for those. So stay tuned for more Lego board game videos coming out in the future. If you want to see some extra stuff about Minotaurus or like changing up the game and stuff like that, let us know down in the comments below and we could do that. But that is it, everyone. There's videos on the screen that you can check out. Link trees in the description. You can check out all those links to everything, and we'll see you in the next one.